I don't introduce myself, right?
Okay, I'll talk to you why I come to Singapore. As I spoken earlier on, mentioned earlier on, I come to Singapore on November 18, 1999, due to a few factors. Firstly, I'm not educated. My highest level education was A levels. Then I managed to get some money from my dad. It was supposedly for me to go to UK to study in London. But eventually, I also didn't study. I spent 2 years plus down there, wasted my parents' money down to the drain. Nothing come back, no event, anything happens at all. So I still start as an A-level holder. So of course, go back to Malaysia, how can I find a job? Even if I find a job, how much will it be paid for me in Penang? 1,000, 1,200 as a clerk? The most also 1,500. So I don't care. Then that time my parents still can afford. So every day, after I come back from UK, every day as usual, I will round Penang Island, do only a few part-time job, being paid what 600, 700 ringgit, just enough to cover for my petrol and my lunch and breakfast outside. Dinner I ate at home. If I want to spend extra, I'll still take money from my father. Then finally, one day, my mother discovered and told off my father, said, you should stop supporting him. If not, he'll still stay in Penang like a leech like that, you know. Then my father, no choice, have to grow, I really have to knock hard on me, pull all the financial support out from me. So how to survive with 700 ringgit? So the only way I can think of I survive is move out from the family lah. Then secondly is, second thought arises. If I move out from my family, wow, I got freedom. I can get to do everything I want to. When I stay at home with my mom and my dad, I can't. I was restrained. So I started to look into a newspaper. As usual, that time where got internet, where got jobstreet.com, where got jobsdb.com. The only thing is newspaper. Then Malaysian newspaper, the Star newspaper, they got two sections. One foreign job, one local. The foreign job is for foreign company, especially Singapore company advertise there to recruit Malaysian workers. So I applied a few. I applied Chartered Semiconductor. Last time it's still called Chartered Semiconductor. Now it's called GMP Technologies. Been bought over by this US company. I applied a few hotels as well. Hotels turned me down. Reply to me back. That time all use letters. Where got emails that time? Huh? Mobile phone is only for rich and famous, only for buy and hi, that's all. So all use letters. I even applied Singapore Airlines, you know, the ground staff clerk like that. Everybody rejected me. Hotels say that I'm too highly qualified for waiter, barmaid, or even kitchen helper or room helper, all this lah. Domestic helper what. So finally, 2 persons responded. One is Chartered Semiconductor, but I do not need to go down to Singapore for interview. They came to meet us. So they like collected one batch of people already, interviewed me. I do very well on the interview, but the hirer say that you are way too qualified to be a production worker. You know, you have to wear a jumpsuit, you have to work 12 hours, 2 days, 1 day off. It's not good for you, and you have to stand all day long one, you know, 12 hours, you okay or not? That time I was very desperate for a job. I said, okay. And then you said, you only been paid 1,200 with OT, the most you hit is 1,006 Sing dollars in 1999, but there's a lot of money already eh. But that time exchange rate is 1.8 only. 1.8 or 1.9 something like that. Then, end of the day, they decided not to hire me. You know, out of 40 plus, I'm fine. Then, this so-called carton box manufacturer called me down to Kallang Way for interview. Then I came, take bus. That time, where I got the money to take flight? Not only that, air ticket is only dominated by Singapore Airlines or Malaysia Airlines, MAS only. Where got budget? So take bus. So I took 12 hours of bus, return ticket. Morning go, after interview, night time have to come back already. So 12 hours. So I have to, 8 o'clock at night, reach Singapore 8 in the morning. As usual, I asked friend for help. Reaching, that time I still remember, what do you mean Queen Street? How do I know? From Bugis. Gong Gong lo. When I reach, with bag, with my shirt and my pants on Gong Gong, when upon reaching Bugis, 8 a.m. only ma. The interview starts at 10. 2 hours what I do. So my friend, call my friend. That time no mobile phone, call from public phone lah. Then my friend also have no handphone. So he have to pick up from his household. He say, oh, you arrived ready ah? Good. Find your own way to Bugis MRT, take MRT down to City Hall. Huh, where is City Hall? Yeah, in the middle of the line lah, east-west line. Okay, gong gong. Finally, asked for direction, found Queen Street, walk to Bugis MRT. At Bugis, ask direction, take to City Hall. One station away only ma. Then come out from City Hall, my friend come and pick me up. Bring me makan breakfast. Then after that, asked me to keep aside the fund, take taxi down to Kallang Way for interview first. Then he said he also go to work. He only start work at 10 a.m. So good lah. 10 a.m. Then I went for my interview. Immediately after interview, the Chinese boss, very SME company, is a cotton manufacturing factory, hire me on the spot, pay me 1,200 on the spot itself, plus appointment letter, sign, you know, the same day itself, done everything. So I was so happy. The return ticket back I bought was so eventful. So, you know, I told my mom I got a job. Then when I come out from Kallang Way factory, that industrial park, I meet up with my friend for lunch. He bring me jalan-jalan Orchard. Then we both take taxi, 1 p.m, send me back to the bus station at Queen Street. Then I come back to Singapore already. Come back to Penang. So I told my mom, reaching back, I found a job in Singapore. That's where my history starts. What's so funny?